All right, so you're going to get the truth today, and some of you are not going to be happy at all. There's just basically no BS, no nothing else, just straight talk. And I won't even talk about my group until the end. That's how serious I want to get to this topic. So make sure you like the video if you like getting the truth without the hype, and you're going to get a lot of truth today, guys. Let's address my bearishness on Tesla stock point by point so you have a full understanding of what's actually going on with myself and Tesla. If you choose to kind of take this to heart today and kind of take off your rose-colored, Tesla glasses per se, and actually just listen, I believe you're going to gain a lot of value and you will become a better investor. Not perfect, not anything else, but at least maybe it might give you a little bit of a different angle to look at in regards to stocks, and specifically Tesla stock, which we all know it moves like no other stock in the stock market there. And remember, I love investing because there are hundreds, if not thousands of different ways for all of us to win. So if you disagree, that's okay too, but at least hear me out. So number one, I love Tesla, but it's not perfect. We live kind of in a weird world today that honestly I haven't experienced before, just kind of crept up on us here. But we kind of live in this weird world where everything is either all or nothing. You either love Tesla and everything that it does is great, or else you just must be over here on this other side and everything Tesla does, you think everything else that Tesla does just completely sucks. It's this weird, you got to be on one extreme or the other when that is just simply not true. There's no company out there where everything that they do is perfect. Every single company has flaws and dangers. Every single CEO has flaws and dangers associated with them. Heck, not every single move a company makes is 69D chess that's just going to send them to the moon or better than everybody else or anything else like that. No company out there is flawless, and I simply point out some of the flaws in Tesla specifically and some of the narratives around Tesla because as an investor, which is what I care about, is becoming a better investor, you need to know the good stuff along with the bad stuff as well, along with the risk, along with the dangers, along with a lot of other things like that. You have to know both sides of the story. So I can absolutely love Tesla, but also point out the problems with Tesla as well and still be bullish on the stock overall. Number two, I have put my money where my mouth is. For everybody out there saying I'm a bear, or I don't support Tesla, or I don't like Tesla, or all the other ridiculous narratives that are out there, your actions speak a lot more than your words. And why in the world, if I truly didn't feel Tesla was going somewhere in the future, or I was a bear, I was bearish, or whatever the case is, why in the world would I be buying the stock? My last buy on the stock was 141.69 just before earnings there. And I understand, like the bulk of my shares were bought way back in 2020. But if I truly was bearish on it, why haven't I sold a single share yet? I've not sold one. I've only accumulated more as we've gone on. And other bears out there say that? I mean, some can, but some can't. Some have sold and gotten back in. And there's all kinds of other things that have gone out there, but I clearly have put my money where my mouth is. Just because I wasn't buying at $400 per share and instead was warning people not to buy Tesla stock does not make me a bear at all. It actually makes me a prudent investor, which is what I'm trying to do on this channel. Not perfect, not great. Clearly, I've not gotten all the calls right, but that's absolutely my intent with my investing there. And I'm putting my money where my mouth is, more importantly. Number three, I am conservative in my estimates. Look, if you want pie in the sky estimates, I don't have any issues with that. I understand that the pumpers like to do that. I understand exactly why. Hey, it's great. It gets people excited. It definitely brings you more members to your channel, more subscribers to your channel, more of everything. You can grow a bigger channel. I understand that completely. But as an investor who's been doing this for almost 25 years now, there is no reason at all for sky high, pie in the sky type projections, nor is there any reason to do projections out to 2035 or 2040 or 2030 or any of those other things like that. Because I know as an investor, anything beyond a year or two is almost pure speculation. It is really, really hard to guess. And more importantly, trying to make investing decisions on that, especially with a stock like Tesla, has not worked out well for almost everybody that did that because you can't model out all the craziness that kind of surrounds Tesla and the rest of the world and the Fed and inflation and all the other factors that come in to actually impact the stock performance over that long term. Sure, I would love to grow an audience, but more importantly, I'm trying to grow my portfolio. And unfortunately, what you need to do in order to grow an audience sometimes conflicts with what I need to do in order to grow my portfolio. So I'm going to stick with what I need to do in order to grow my portfolio, and that is being conservative. I've done that for a long time. It's kept me out of a lot of trouble. Not perfect, like we've said 100 times before, but it has absolutely helped me avoid a lot of landmines. Next up, I don't understand the tech. Well, that actually could be true, but good thing is I'm not an engineer, so I don't need to. I'm an investor, so I need to understand investing, money, how to read financials, how to do valuations, how to keep my emotions under control, and all the things that affect the actual share price. As an investor, you don't need to understand the underlying tech. You need to understand the business and how it translates to the bottom line, and think through a stock like Apple. I do not believe Warren Buffett knows how the internet works, period, or a computer or anything else. Maybe he does. Who knows? But I guarantee you, he really wasn't an expert in the tech behind Apple whenever he decided to invest in Apple, many, many years ago. And I actually decided to invest before him in Apple. And I can guarantee you, to this day, I still don't understand how, the internet completely works. I don't understand how the touchscreen works, or a lot of other things like that. But I do understand exactly what happened to the business when the iPhone came out and was a hit. And I knew I needed to buy more of the stock because I understood how the business operated and how it translated down to the bottom line. That is how you get incredible returns in stocks, not by understanding the underlying tech. Now, understanding the underlying tech can absolutely be helpful in evaluating things, but it is absolutely not a prerequisite, and I would say completely irrelevant overall to your actual returns on an investment and to what you do as an investor and your understanding of that company. Let me just kind of illustrate this here with a quick example. You may understand the tech infinitely, but buying at $400 based upon that tech because it's so incredible, world-beating, totally, life-changing, game-changing, whatever you want to call it there, was a bad move. But buying it at 100, low 100s, whatever it was back when it hit those lows after those dizzying highs at 400, and avoiding those hype runs based upon valuation, based upon the financials, based upon understanding how investing works, made a far more prudent move and obviously returned much better for investors. And this has basically played out over the last 4 years with Tesla stock. Understanding investing is what keeps you from buying hype runs and instead investing when it is undervalued and beaten down. Number 5, not being ultra bullish does not mean you are a bear. Now, you might see Tesla as a 10x in the next 2 years, and I personally may only see it going up 25% in the next couple of years. But just because I have a different opinion on where the stock price is going over the next couple of years does not make me a bear or bearish or anything else like that. It's just what I see based upon my almost 25 years worth of experience with Tesla stock. Now, could I be wrong? Absolutely. But guess what? If I'm wrong in this scenario, I make a lot of money on that back end there. So if you're one of those folks that think that, great, you're going to do very well, and so am I. I win. But if the stock only returns 25% over the next couple of years and you were planning on a 5x or a 10x or a triple up or whatever the case was, you're going to be disappointed and be questioning whether or not you should own this company, which means you may actually follow the narrative that'll come out there at some point in time that Tesla's gone nowhere. And so you may make that decision to sell, and then bang, all of a sudden we're off to those races. And then you get that return that you thought you were going to get. It's just a little bit later on down the road. Everybody is different in the end. Everybody needs a different return in the end and all that good stuff like that. But I don't need to be ultra bullish in order to not be a bear. That is simply not true at all. And the $15 slots for the $250 portfolio challenge are almost full. So make sure you check out the pinned comment down there if you want access to that, or if you want full access where you can not only see the $250 challenge with me, but also for all of our super investors that we have there in the group. They post theirs as well. And you get 5 courses for free. You get free coaching. You get to use the stock analyzer tool for free. You get to be a part of the best 6, 7, and 8 figure Discord out there. See all my buy and sell alerts in real time. See my complete watch list with price targets. Be able to jump on our live Q&As anytime you want. Be able to talk to me anytime you want. There's so much in here, guys, and there's so much more coming. Make sure you take advantage of the sale. Check out that pinned comment down there before the price goes back up. And click this video here if you want to see exactly what I'm buying in this market. And click here to see my exact plan for this market. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.